Hi friends, good evening. This is Anaposala Venkatesham. Today, Hindu news, if you see here, the last Nizam to be laid to rest in Hyderabad tomorrow. Exports dropped by 12.2% in a year on slow demand. The country exported goods worth 34.48 billion in December 2022, a rise from the November's 32 billion figure. Import contract 3.3% to 58.2 billion from 60.33 billion a year ago. Exports uh, exports dropped by 12.2% in a year on slow demand, because exports in India dropped clearly. We can say the country exported goods worth 34.48 billion in December 2022, a rise from the November 32 billion figure. Imports contracted 3.3% to 58.2 billion from 60.3 billion a year ago. We can see here, when graph also we have exports, imports, deficit. Imports is a high level, exports in low level, 39.27. Here imports with 60.33, 58.24. Deficit different between 21.0, 23.76. The trade deficit widened by 12.8% to 8% to 23.76 billion in December 2022. From the year ago period, exports tanked by 12.2%, which a commerce ministry also attributes to the base effects. We can see here. India exported goods worth 34.48 billion in the December 2022, constituting a 7.75% rise from the November 32 billion figures, but a steep to 12.2% dip from a year ago. Amid slowing the global demand, imports also contracted 3.5% to 58.2 billion from the 2 billion from 60.33 billion a year ago. This is the second time in 3 months the last value of the outbound merchandise shipments has tanked a year on a year on year. In October 2022, goods exports has dropped 16.7% to slip below the 30 billion mark for the first time in 21 months, and risen a mere 0.6% in November. కేవలం 0 రైజన్ అయ్యి మనకు క్లియర్గా తెలుస్తుంది ఈ దేశంలో వ్యవస్థలను అభివృద్ధి చేస్తే. ఇన్ అవర్ కంట్రీ, if in organizations developed through the government, BJP government, there is chance to, we can see here exports more high level, but we are seeing here exporting is less, importing is high. Whatever we are taking from other countries is high level, 60%. We are exporting is 34%. What is this? Because the organizations are not developed. The MSMEs are not developed. The small and medium industries all smashed in our country. That is why here imports are increasing, exports are decreasing. This is the thing. Here we can see the deficit between 21 and 23. This is the difference between deficit. The difference is there. వేర్ అవర్ కంట్రీ డెవలప్డ్? ఐ డోంట్ నో. ఎక్కడ మన దేశం డెవలప్ అయింది? దేశం డెవలప్ అయిందంటే ఒక ఇల్లు, ఒక వ్యవసాయ కుటుంబం ఉందనుకో. ఇఫ్ వి సీ వన్ ఫ్యామిలీ, అగ్రికల్చర్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఇన్ అవర్ ఇండియన్ రూరల్ ఏరియా, విలేజ్ లెవెల్, ఇఫ్ ద అగ్రికల్చర్ ఫ్యామిలీ 5 acres land, ఇఫ్ ద ఫ్యామిలీ have their own land 5 acres, if they able to produce, if they able to export their grains, then the family will develop. But instead of exporting that grains, they are importing. In Telugu I would like to say, ఎవరైతే రైతులు పండే 5 ఎకరాల భూమి కలిగినట్టు ఒక కుటుంబం భారతదేశం లోపల పండించిన పంటలు అమ్ముకోగలిగితే బెస్టా, లేకుంటే రైతే వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి కొనుక్కుంటే బెస్టా అంటే పండించగలిగితే బెస్ట్. అంటే ఎందుకు పండించలేకపోయారు? ఎక్స్పోర్ట్స్ ఇన్పోర్ట్లు అంటే భారతదేశం లోపల క్లియర్ నిదర్శనం ఏంటంటే నరేంద్ర మోడీ గవర్నమెంట్ ఏం చేస్తున్నదని చెప్పడానికి ఇక నిదర్శనం. ఈయన దిగుమతులు మాత్రం చేసుకుంటున్నాడు, ఎగుమతులు తక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. ఎందుకు ఎగుమతులు తక్కువైనాయి అంటే ఈయన లోపల ఇండస్ట్రియల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ చేయలేదు, కంపెనీలకు ప్రోత్సహించలేదు, ప్రోత్సాహకాలు లేకపోవడం వల్ల ఉత్పత్తులు తగ్గినాయి. ఉత్పత్తులు తగ్గినాయో మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే ఇక్కడ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం, ఎక్స్పోర్ట్స్ అనేవి లేకుండా అయిపోయినాయి, డెఫిసిట్లో పడిపోయినాయి, అన్ని వెనుక పడిపోయినాయి అన్ని. ఇక్కడ మనం చూసాం, దిస్ ఈస్ ద సెకండ్ టైమ్ 3 months దట్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ద అవుట్బౌండ్ మర్చెండైజ్డ్ షిప్మెంట్స్ సెకండ్ టైం ఇట్లా అయిపోయింది పరిస్థితి. ఒకసారి మనం 2021 we have a lot of we can see through this. While seeing this graph we can understand, here is export, here is import, here is deficit. Imports are very high in the 60 level, exports are level is 20 to 40 between. Here deficit is also in the 20 to 30 40 between is there. So it is clearly showing that the central government is not encouraging the MSME like small and medium industries. That is why the exportation is very high, very low. Here, Nepal plane crash, black box recovered from accident site. All 72 people, including the 5 Indian passengers on the board, the 80 airplanes, aircraft that crashed on the Sunday are believed to be dead as a rescue workers made little progress in finding any survivors. They are recovered one more body and the black box from the accident site. Officials said on Monday, officials said the 41 of the 69 died. Recovered so far had been identified. The Nepal observed the National Day of the Mourning on Monday. Mourning, విషాదకరం. మౌర్నింగ్ అంటే వేడుపు, దుఃఖం నేపాల్ ఆ దేశానికి. బోత్ ద కాక్పిట్ వాయిస్ రికార్డెడ్ అండ్ ఫ్లైట్ డేటా రికార్డర్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ recovered as a rescue team. The crappled down 300 meters gorge to continue their efforts. The boxes could offer the vital clues about the Sunday's crash, the Nepal's deadliest aviation accident in over 30 years. ఇంత పెద్ద అది డేంజరస్ ఓవర్ 30 yearsలో ఎప్పుడు కూడా జరగలేదంట. ఇక్కడ కాక్పిట్ దొరికింది, 72 మందితో కొడుతున్నటువంటి ఇది అన్ని బాడీ దొరికినాయి. అఫీషియల్ సైడ్ ద 41 of the 69 bodies recovered. 41 bodies are recovered and as well as observed that the National Day, both the cockpit voice recorder and flight data recovered. Flight data and cockpit voice box also they recovered. What happened they can see and observe. The continue also we can see. This is a dangerous situation. The rich people and talented people may travel throughout the world, but like these situations will happen, it's showing the very dangerous signals to us also. New secretariat to be ready soon. The stage is finally being set for the inauguration of the new secretariat complex. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Telangana State Secretariat on February 17th, birthday of the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. The 11th storied imposing the building is almost completed. Okay, okay. Enjoy. So only 7th floor. What about other floors? Only for the chief ministers. Chief minister only should spend on that his valuable time. He should not. He, he will not spend his time with his people, but just he only the simple just he will go and enjoy there. Let him do. Kanti Velugu from tomorrow. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao will formally inaugurate the next phase of the Kanti Velugu in the Khammam on Wednesday. The program will be taken up in all the center across the state the next day, involving the participation of public representation. Okay, good. Workers cleaning up the seating area at the Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium in Hyderabad on Monday, ahead of the one-day international cricket match between New Zealand and India. New Zealand and India match is get ready. The workers of cleaning seating Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium. Okay, very good. Superman. Women jump off building dies. A 30 years old married woman ended her life by jumping from the 23rd floor of her building in KPHP on Sunday night. The deceased has been identified as this Swati. She and her husband were reported to be frequently quarreling over their mentally challenged 6 years old son. On Saturday night, Swati went to the 23rd floor of the building and jumped. Inspector KBHP Police Station K. Kishan Kumar said Rohini Suicide Prevention Helpline. Rohini suicide. If anybody want to suicide, helpline number is there. If you are mentally any shock, you can call this helpline number and they will give suggestions. They will protect you. 04066202300. Helpline number is there. Suicides will not show the way. Suicides are not correct. Whatever problems you face in your life, we have to challenge it. We have to fight against it. But instead of that, if we end our life, if we suicide ourselves, this is mere the waste. Whoever the thinking and taking like the decisions are very waste and mere things. These all things. ఎవరు కూడా ఇలాంటి suicide చేసుకోవడం అనేది చాలా తప్పు. Wrong decision. Fight against the problems. 4 youth drown in Kotipalli reservoir. In a tragic incident, the 4 youngsters die on Monday after drawing in the Kotipalli water project in Vikarabad district, where they had gone for the swimming. They were aged between 22 to 25 years. They were related. The deceased have been identified as Rajesh and Venkatesh, Lokesh and Jagadish, and another relative who accompanied them, the Kalyan, survived. All of them were native of Manyaguda. They had gone to the reservoir for the swimming, and 4 of them could not make it to the shore. And downed inspector of Darur police station, Appaya said, whoever these 4 members are deceased, Rajesh, Venkatesh, Lokesh and Jagadish, and another relative who accompanied them, the Kalyan, went to the reservoir for the swimming. When they jumped into the reservoir, they did not came to the shore. వాళ్ళు తీర ప్రాంతానికి రాలేదు. ఎప్పుడైతే దుంకిలో వాళ్ళు ఒడ్డుకు రాలేదు. ఇక రిజర్వాయర్ స్విమ్మింగ్ వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా మేక్ ఇట్ టు ద షోర్ అండ్ డ్రౌండ్. వాళ్ళు ఆ విధంగా రాక అలసిపోయారా, మునిగిపోయారా, ఏం జరిగిందో అందులో మునిగిపోయి కొట్టుకుపోయి ఎంత చిన్న ఏజ్ అని కాదు. ఇక్కడ దేర్ ఏజ్ ఈజ్ 22-25 years. మీన్స్ దే ఆర్ రియల్లీ మేజర్స్. What happened? If you don't know swimming, how to swim, without knowing the swimming, don't go to the reservoirs and don't go to the deep water. The deep water, if you know swimming also, don't jump into the reservoirs. Don't use the deep water. there may be rocks, there may be other things will be maybe there in the water. If you jump into that, there is chance to get injuries. So ultimately, they will lose their life. That is why get it whenever you go to the swim, take the safe place. The swimming should be, we have to enjoy, we have to swim, we have to get it by, to take as an exercise, but dangerous swimming reservoirs we should not enter. This is not good. Family found, four of a family found dead in a apartment at Tarnaka. What is this? Four persons of family, including a 3.5 years old girl and 69 years old woman, were found dead in suspicious circumstances in their apartment at Tarnaka in Usmania University police limits here on Monday. Police identified the victims of 34 years old Vivan Pratap, an automotive designer in Chennai, is 32 years old wife Sindhura, a private banker, the daughter, private banker, daughter Adya, and mother Rajati. The family hailed from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and had been living at Tarnaka as Miss Sindhura had been posted at a private bank here at Himayat Nagar. The incident police said was reported by the dial 100, the call at around 1:30 p.m. by the stop of Mr. Sindhura, who had come home to check on her as she had not been responding to call. Mr. Pratap's phone too remained unanswered for long. Reportedly, the stop grew suspicious as her car was in the parking lot and the phones were heard the ringing through the doors, and the door was bolted from inside. The police were informed when it was suspected. After observing through the windows door gap, the man was hanging. According to the police, Mr. Pratap body was brought down from the ceiling, and the three other were found dead. The reason for their death was not clear, and no death note could be retrieved from the scene grieving. Over the deaths, Mr. Sindhura's mother, who lives in the same locality, said the couple did not have the major disputes and they had visited her house just the previous evening. It was also the learnt that efforts were on to get school admissions for the girls. OU police, based on the primary investigation, said the family disputes were being considered the reasons for the extreme act. While the husband working in Chennai, his wife and daughter were in Hyderabad. There had been intense discussion for the transfer back to Chennai. The police said the victim bodies were shifted to the Gandhi Hospital further produce. Okay, we know very well about. There belongs to Chennai, and this Sindhura's husband is working in Chennai. She get the job in a private bank, and she is staying in Tarnaka in Hyderabad. So he wanted to shift her to Chennai, but the quarrel between them, what happened, I don't know. I think he smashed his family and he hanged himself and he lost his life also. This is also very dangerous, giving the signals. This is not good way. ఎవరైనా ఈ విధాన్ని క్యారెక్టర్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళని కూడా ఇలా మనము పట్టించుకోవద్దు. వేస్ట్ ఫెలోస్. Honey trap gang busted. 12 persons arrested for dacoity. The gang includes 2 women, sales executives and the news writers. Police recover two dummy pistols, 10 knives and 1.5 lakh cash. What is this? In Hyderabad, the accused used their occupational skills to lure large men target them in a vulnerable situations and later treated them, say police. A gang of 12 persons, including two women who have been allegedly extorting money from gullible the Menvia honey trap, gullible money trap tragedy were arrested by the Mushirabad police on Monday. Thus, for the police have detected the four of the cases they committed together since the March last year and seized two dummy pistols, 10 knives and 1.5 lakh in cash. ఏం సీజ్ చేశారు? డమ్మీ గన్స్, 2 డమ్మీ పిస్టల్స్, 10 knives, 10 కత్తులు, అంటే ₹1,50,000 క్యాష్ కూడా సీజ్ చేసి వీళ్ళ దగ్గర. వీళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు? ఎవరు ఎంతమంది అయినా 2 women, 12 persons ఇంక్లూడింగ్ 2 men, 12 మంది గ్యాంగ్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే వీళ్ళందరి మగవాళ్ళనే మొత్తం మోసం చేస్తారు. అందులో ఆ గ్యాంగ్లో ఇద్దరు మా ఆడవాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు అనమాట. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? 2 pistols, 10 కత్తులు, 10 knives అండ్ అమౌంట్. ద గ్యాంగ్ ఇంక్లూడెడ్ 2 women sales executives, a dismissed home guard, a bouncer, a web portal news writer and auto rickshaw driver, two florists and other small business men. According to the police, the accused men and women used their occupational skills to lure men target them in vulnerable situations and later started to treating them and executed money. For instance, accused Saida Uzma Fatima and Sheikh Umira, based on the predetermined plans to get men have intimated conversation over phone and later meet them personally over lunch or at evening at events. The men such as a news writer, a dismissed home guard, and the posing as the policeman, a bouncer and other men entered their private scene and threatened to defame them in a public and extort money. In March last year, the gang targeted one rice businessman and Mushirabad with the help of the MS Uzma and extorted from him and the 5 lakh cash in the 2 incidents in June, July and recently now saw similar modes operandi and the accused had extorted about 4 lakh cash. This type of we can understand here. ఇక్కడ ఏం జరిగిందంటే ఒక 12 మంది ఒక గ్యాంగ్ కలిసి అందులో రకరకాల మందులు కలిసి ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఇక అందరిని మాటల్లో పెడతారు. వాడు పోలీస్ లేక యాక్ట్ చేశాడు, వాడు గార్డ్ లేక, వాడు బౌన్సర్ లేక అందరూ యాక్ట్ చేసి ఒక లొల్లిల సీన్ క్రియేట్ చేసి వాళ్ళని రాకుండా చేసి ఈ తస్వీ చేసినట్టు అన్ని, అంటే ఒక కథలో బ్లాక్మెయిలింగ్ తంగ అనమాట. ఇదంతా మొత్తం బ్లాక్మెయిలింగ్ దందా. One held for snatching GHMC sweepers chain. Oh, Babo. LB Nagar police arrested the person identified as a Gudem Solaya, a driver and the delivery executive from the Malakpet, for allegedly snatching a gold chain from a woman at SBH colony on January 12th. The recovered chain was about 27 grams and belonged to the Chetala Bavamma GHMC sweeper and resident Bairamala Guda. This is Bairamala Guda resident ఉన్న బావమ్మది 27 గ్రాముల గ్రౌండ్ కొటేషన్ వీడు. ఇక్కడ ఏమైంది? caught on camera. The incident was caught on CCTV camera which showed the accused following the woman who was on her way in deserted colony he stopped the motorcycle a little away, approached her from behind, snatched the chain and fled. The police said he had been following her from the vegetable market and waited for the opportunity till she entered the venture second at SBH colony at around 3:30 p.m. Easy money. Primarily, the police said the Solaya took to the crime because his earnings from being a delivery boy and motorcycle taxi driver were not sufficient. Reportedly, he accused also used a fake number plate on his vehicle for the crime. ఫేక్ క్రైమ్ వెహికల్ నెంబర్తో చేసి ఒక ముసలాయన దగ్గర డబ్బులు మార్కెట్ నుంచి వెంబడించి ఆ ప్లాన్ ప్రకారం పోలీసులు చెప్పి సీసీటీవీలో దొరికిపోయాడు. వాడు స్నాచింగ్ చేసేది ఈ విధంగా కటకటలా ఎన్నికి జైలుకు పోయాడు. కథం. గౌట్ డిప్లాయ్స్ 15,000 స్టాఫ్ ఫర్ కంటివేలుగు క్యాంప్ అంట. ఓకే. వందే భారత్ బుక్ టు కెపాసిటీ ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ కమర్షియల్ రన్. 4 held for robbery, 18 lakh recovered. Tributes paid to martyrs on Army Day. Okay. The Vanasarapuram Police Central Crime Station and the officials from the LB Nagar special operation team in the joint operation on Monday arrested the 4 persons related to a robbery case involving a one shop owner at Auto Nagar and recovered 18 lakhs cash, a luxury car and a scooter. Among other things from the accused, Rachakunda Police Commissioner D.H. Chauhan on Monday said main accused Muhammad Abdul Hamid alias Naeem, who owed about the 50 lakh to a relative of wine shop owner Venkatesham, conspired to repay the amount but also immediately steal it. Rahim Gori, now absconding, and the Omar bin Hamjal Jafri, who followed Mr. Reddy's motorcycle, beat him up near Sai Baba temple at Kamala Nagar and fled with the money. However, they could only get a 25 lakhs, which was later sold among the 4 accused. 2 of them paid 1 lakh each to one Fahad bin Abdul Rahman, who runs a ticket agency near Charminar, to prepare documents for their travel to evade arrest. Police said that 3 accused were on their way to the ticket agency when they were arrested. Okay. 4 lakh, 4 held for robbery, 18 lakh recovered. How much they robbed? Nearly, I think, robbery, the person with the relative involved, that the shop owner order recovered 18 lakhs with the luxury car and others. 50 lakh, I think. Abdul Naeem and the owner of the 50 lakh on the relative with the knife. Okay. This life, itla ఎంత పిచ్చి సన్నాసులు వీళ్ళంటే, ఎవడన్నా రోడ్డు మీద డబ్బు గుంజుకొని పోతే హైదరాబాద్ అనే నగరం లోపల, హైదరాబాద్ సిటీలో ఏ తప్పు చేసినా మిస్సే కాదు అసలు. ఛాన్సే లేదు. రాంగ్ రూట్ పోతే మిస్ కాదు అసలు. గౌట్ డిప్లాయ్స్ 15,000 స్టాఫ్ ఫర్ కంటివేల్. ఓకే. వందే భారత్, రైట్. Vande Bharat, one word. Just I would like to show you about Vande Bharat. Vande Bharat booked to capacity for the first commercial run. The first commercial run, Vande Bharat express train between the Secunderabad and the Visakhapatnam, saw occupancy of the 100% and more. In the return directions too, the train was booked at the capacity of the, according to the senior railway officials on Monday. Both the executive class 2 coaches and the chair car were the booked in the both directions with the occupancy from here showing the 1 or 2% with the 1,154 passengers, making making use of the 1128 seats available in the trains in both classes in the 16 coaches train, they said. However, on the board, passengers took the microblogging platforms, Twitter, to complain about the train being delayed by about 40 minutes between the Vijayawada and the Khammam. Even it is traveled at average of 130 km for the Vishakhapatnam to Vijayawada. The delay was made up and the train reached the Secunderabad to 20 minutes late on Monday. And passengers complained that the seats were not reclining properly and opened that the AC travel in trains with sleeper beds was more comfortable. More comfortable. The railway officials immediately responded, the stating that the complaint will be looked into. Okay, good. Okay, good. This was the situation. K.T. Ramarao, Hyderabad to host WEF Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution with a thematic the focus on the healthcare and life science. Life science, the C4IR Telangana will be the only such as the World Economic Forum in India. The says K.T. Ramarao at WEF, the annual meeting in Davos. Be a part of the TS growth story, the KTR to Indian diaspora. Diaspora ni Bondapura. What is this? Stay set for the new Secretariat complex inauguration on February 17. Okay. Okay, no problem. Continue. BJP demands a new PRC for the employees and teachers. BJP demands new PRC employees and teachers. Telangana BJP has demanded that the government announces the formation of a new pay revision commission PRC for the employees and the teachers. Besides ensuring that the preliminary report to be submitted within 3 months of its working for the speedy implementation of revised salaries. The party president and the MP Bandi Sanjay Kumar on Monday wrote an open letter to the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, where he changed the BRS government of also not implementing the revised pay scales of the previous and for the last 26 months. He will not pay. He will not pay. He can spend time and he can show. He will conduct the major and big meetings, but he will not pay the PRC and other things. Vande Bharat trains reflect transformation of railways. Either Vijay Shanti Madam, Governor Madam, Kishan Reddy Saab, Bandi Sanjay Ji, and Central Minister and all others are there. Enjoy. BRS plans to set the momentum for a poll with Khammam meet. It is highly impossible. It is highly impossible. Bharat Rashtra Samiti BRS leadership is leaving no stone unturned to make the January 18th public meeting at the Khammam a huge success for the two major reasons. One, that it is the first such as the event being organized after it's a nomenclature change from the Telangana Rashtra Samiti to TRS, and another to set movements for the run up to the assembly elections. Waste program you are conducted. Whenever you changed this name, TRS to BRS, then only you died. Your party died. There is no scope because the people will not believe you. Whatever you did, how you lost the Telangana, they know very well. Have you lost in the Kaleshwaram? Have you spent the waste your time to giving the jobs, and how it is completely this total become robbery, corrupted state it has become. To put in the party leaders T. Harish Rao's words, it's going to be an the event that is set to the change the politics politics of the country by making it as a huge success on the lines of the parties Simhagarjana, the meeting at the Karimnagar and Warangal in the past. To give the public meeting and the national touch, the party leadership has invited the three chief ministers of non-BJP and the non-Congress ruled states and few former chief ministers, including the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav, the party leaders have already made it to the public that they would mobilize about the 5 lakh people from the 13 nearby 13 nearby assembly constituencies as also the neighboring districts in Andhra Pradesh. The party has appointed the constituency wise in charges to be the mobilize the people for the meeting and also to take the care of them till they leave for their homes after the meeting. The all key invites including the Chief Minister of Kerala, Delhi, Punjab, Pinarayi Vijayan, including the Chief Minister of Kerala and Delhi, Punjab, Pinarayi Vijayan and Arvind Kejriwal and the Bhagwant Singh Man, respectively former Chief Minister of the Uttar Pradesh Akhilesh Yadav and the CPI General Secretary D. Raja and other would arrived in Hyderabad. On January 17, the public meeting would be held on the 100 acres site and another 448 acres arranged for the 20 parking places. The BRS leaders stated that the party president and Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao would unveil the farmer center agenda of the party and the public meeting. Apart from the key invites, the leaders from the Khammam would share the dais with Mr. Rao and Minister Harish Rao on the Monday took stock of that arrangements is being made for the KCR visit to the Khammam. Oh, you are doing, but you are expecting, but nothing will happen. Completely, people of Telangana understood about your ruling, how you ruled, how you wasted the money of Telangana state, and that is why you are going to lose whatever you do. The people will decide, the people will tell you the lesson, the whatever you want to show the drama, this is absolutely wrong. In Gavi, confusion reasons over buffer zones. In Gavi, has heated debates on buffer zones range across the forest fringe settlements outside. Residents of the village, a bulk of the women who are the descendants of Sri Lanka Tamil refugees who were the rehabilitated her here in 1970 are unclear on how the buffer zones marking and resettlement will impact their lives. What is it? In Gavi, confusion and reasons over the buffer zones. Okay, we will see what will happen. Mukranja was wary of the fake pomp that his royal title entailed. Okay, Mukram Jaff filed photo. He lost his life and tomorrow we will read later that is. We'll take up issues of police excess in AP, says Naidu. We'll take up issues of police excess. Naidu saw. The man died after the stepping on live wire. For a 40 years old tribal woman, a Manga Nayak was electrocuted after the coming on the contact with a live electric wire on at an agriculture field in Rudrangi Mandala of Rajanna Sirisilla districts late on Sunday night. Current wire may salvage such point. LDF, UDF blame the sports minister for the poor turnout for Modi. Modi Saab, This is an addressing of the great constitutional importance. What is the government of Tamil Nadu in the customary the governor addresses to the members of the Tamil Nadu Assembly January 9 the first session of the 2023 skipped and important and politically significant photograph which has stirred up a hornest and the ornate than the nest of the controversy in the states. Who is this? PDT Chari is former Secretary General of the Lok Sabha. What happened? We can see here different ways. The mandatory address the governor of a state makes under Article 176 is about the only the policies and the programs of the elected the government. So while fully not reading certain portions, it goes against the mandate of the said article. Okay, one thing is because ఇక్కడ నరేంద్ర మోడీ's whoever they came to the other various states throughout the India, non-BJP governments, all the governors are acting opposite the governments, other governments, not in BJP governments. Whoever came to non-ruling BJP governments throughout the India, all the governors are acting opposite. They're doing their business opposite to the government. Government కి opposite గా చేస్తారంట. అది కూడా తప్పే. Leading from front. And that is wrong. Time to streamline the provident fund pension scheme. Okay, so many things were there, but I am going to conclude this. Balance fiscal consolidation with growth. The Congress Kerala problem, the delay in organization of the party is hindering political campaigns. Okay, we will see the latter, what is happening, flying clash and other things of that. Okay, thank you very much. We will meet the latter.